Hello everyone, welcome back to Guardian Mo's Back Online. So just a very quick one today. I was watching Richard Inman's live stream earlier today, this morning. He was doing it with Shoab, and he was really kind of hammering on the point that we need to address the two key issues that the British people are concerned with when it comes to saving this country is mass deportations to do with illegal immigration, and the problem of the rise of Islam, or Islamism, sorry. The thing is, we don't want the religion of peace, Sharia law, honor killings, more of these grooming gangs, sexual exploitation of children. We don't want this. We want to completely eradicate this presence, this looming threat that is infecting the United Kingdom. We're already seeing reform. Nigel Farage, that lot, those reform clowns, they're not going to deal with it. They don't want to tackle that issue, and they don't have the means to deal with it. I mean, Nigel Farage doesn't want to politically alienate the whole of the religion of peace. He's already surrendered to the ethnic minorities. So we really need to have prominent individuals, capable, competent individuals and political parties to be able to deal with this, to be able to tackle these two key issues. And the only way we can do that is by bringing UKIP, Nick Tenconi, Britain First, Paul Golding, Ben Habib with his Integrity Party. He's going to rename it and he's going to completely revamp the whole party. And obviously Rupert Lowe, Tommy Robinson. We have to bring them all together into one unified movement so we can actually get this thing sorted. I love how Richard Inman and I, we're on the same wavelength, exactly the same wavelength. We don't want these jihadi Islamists coming onto our shores, butchering each other with kitchen knives, killing innocent people, harming innocent lives, threatening children and young innocent girls within our communities, wreaking havoc, all these terrorist attacks. We don't mind good-hearted Muslims. You know, we don't mind the moderate Muslims. We are just against the radical Islamists. People like Shoab that appeared on Richard Inman's live stream. Fantastic. We want people who are good-willed, who love this country, who have, as Paul Thorpe says, red, white and blue in their heart, and acknowledge that this is a Christian country and we need to fortify our Christian values. And Richard Inman says we need to bring all of these prominent individuals together into a unified movement. And one way we can do that is by using the tenets of the pledge. I think the pledge is a very good idea. The idea that Richard Inman has raised. It's there to hold politicians to account, regardless of what political party or affinity they are associating themselves with. We have to hold every single individual who is in the political field to account, and whether their policies, their actions, the decisions that they make are exactly parallel to and commensurate with the tenets of the pledge. This is basically the 21st century Magna Carta. It's like a rewritten constitution for the United Kingdom. I think it's brilliant. It's a really good idea. I'm exactly on the same wavelength, bandwidth as Richard Inman. Yeah, we have to get everyone together. We have to lay down all of our petty arguments and personal preferences. Nick Tenconi, Rupert Lowe, Ben Habib, they have to lay down their personal egos, their small little differences, and come together and come to terms with the fact that this country is in a mess. It's becoming a tyrannical state under the iron fist leadership of the Starminator, and we have to lay down our small differences and come together to form a unified movement. Just come together on the things that we can agree on. It's like Lord of the Rings. You know, the evil eye of Sauron is completely corrupting every facet of every part of Middle-earth. And so, you know, every community, ethnicity, whatever, the dwarves and the elves have to come together. They've had a rivalry, they've had beef with each other for the longest time since the beginning, and they had to lay down their differences and come together to fight a common enemy. It's like that saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And so, you know, in the same way that Lord of the Rings has that evil eye of Sauron, we've got, in reality, an evil eye of Starmer. And so we have to lay down our differences and fight a common enemy together. We can only do this together. UKIP can't do things on their own. Ben Habib can't do this on their own. Rupert Lowe can't do it by himself. It's not a one-man band. We can't go all lone wolf with our approach of saving this country. We've got to unify. A single unified political movement. The pledge is a brilliant idea to be able to implement that, as I said. And another thing that can really unify us is Tommy Robinson. I think, as I said in my previous video, he's the real glue that can unify us together. And it's like making a salad. You know, he's the kind of salad dressing that can mix all of these ingredients that may not be completely 100% perfectly compatible with each other, but I think it can definitely work. Obviously, Tommy Robinson being slapped with those fresh new charges is absolutely just disgusting. I mean, honestly, everyone knows it's a stitch up. I mean, why would they wait 9 months until he's finally due to be released, and then they slap those charges on him? It's a stitch up. It's a massive stitch up. Everyone knows it. It's being done intentionally to allow the state to have an excuse to lock him back up in solitary confinement so they can uphold their authoritarian, tyrannical, dictatorial way of governing the country, of persecuting people who dare to put up their finger against the establishment. This is absolutely ridiculous. And you know, as I said, the option of Tommy seeking political asylum in the United States is becoming ever more of a necessity, perhaps. And you know, a lot of people on social media are starting to wonder, maybe this actually needs to happen. Tommy really needs to go seek political asylum because he's not safe in this country. He's not safe in the UK. They will continue battering him, trying to destroy his life, and they want him to end up dead. You know, as I said in previous videos, you know, you give them an inch, you give the government an inch, and they take them all. You give them a hand, they'll chew off your whole arm. That's what the establishment is doing. So, as I said, I want to keep it short. That's all I have to say. We have to unify. We need a grand coalition, an army, an alliance of all of these small right-wing fringe groups, these prominent individuals coming together. That's all I have to say. Be sure to leave a comment down below if I've missed anything out, if you have any other ideas, and let me know. So God bless you all. Guardian Mo's clocking out, and I promise you I will release that video about Sarah Pumpkin talking about the Reform Party. I'll see you next time. Guardian Mo's clocking out.